Take a deep breath. And release it. And again. Bring it all the way down to the base of the spine. And exhale out. And one more time together. And let it all go. Slowly open your eyes and come back into this space, into this present time. Pull that spirit in from wherever it went. Back into this physical form. Good morning. Namaste. I almost want to do class in complete silence today. There's a lot going on here with me, so I'm going to go ahead and ask for your support and patience as I work through some of these really powerful energies that are beginning to plug into, push through our time and space on the planet right now. Not a lot to be said other than get ready. It's going to be, it's pretty intense shifts and changes occurring over the next few weeks for a lot of, for the get tapped into the energies of yourself, when you get aligned with feeling chi, when you feel the life force all around you and you feel it within you. It's a bit like upgrading your antenna from one of those tiny little dish antennas. Remember the Dish Network? And now you got a tiny antenna that you can put on, your house, and it didn't have to be these huge dishes that we used to have back in the 70s and 80s. But now it's kind of like going in reverse when you begin to tap into the energy fields and the energy forces and the flow of energy. Now you're upgrading again to a bigger size dish, or at least a more powerful one. And you're scanning the horizon constantly for new information. And it comes to you by way of people sometimes, the people that enter your lives synchronistically, the ones that you're calling into, as well as through your dreams, through your just inner knowing, like you're walking down the street and all of a sudden something within you says, stop, turn around, check out that bookstore, or go into that tea house. You're not sure why you're there, but then all of a sudden it's very clear. Something happens, or somebody says something, or you see a flyer on the wall, I don't know. It's interesting how the universe works. And when you change your way of moving through it, and you begin to pay attention to all of the tiny little flows that are constantly coming your way, your life experience changes. And you can be here one minute and somewhere else completely altogether the next. Physically, mentally, emotionally, all of the above. So one of the things that I have had, sometimes the blessing and sometimes the curse, sometimes it feels, is to be able to feel certain fields of energy before they even occur. Call it a psychic ability or premonition. It's kind of like, and not unlike being gifted with what certain animals, all animals actually do, how they can feel an earthquake or sense a storm before it actually happens, like a change in the electromagnetic field happens, or there's a swelling, or they're feeling the sub-tremors before the ground even begins to move on a way. So I've been kind of in that state of feeling for the last couple of 3 years, since I really have been practicing my QiGong, and really getting in tune with what it means to be on the planet for me, what it feels like to be here, to be in that place where I just tell people, get ready. Something's happening, I don't know. Something's about to occur, I'm not really quite clear. And until it actually does occur, and then I start seeing and feeling people, and people are moving through things really fast. Sometimes it's a couple, 3 days, sometimes it could be a week or 2 ahead of time. And they go, see, did I tell you? I go, yeah, what do we do now? And I go, just breathe. Just be with it, just let go. See what's showing up, pay attention to what it is that you're feeling. Because the energies right now are their purpose is for clearing. It's for clearing space. And it's for moving us into the next level of understanding what it means to be human in this day. What actually it means to be beyond human in this day. To move into the multi-dimensional abilities that we have, that we all have the capability of feeling the energies before they actually occur, to direct certain thoughts, ideas, and actions for our greatest good, as opposed to just sitting back and going, just give me what it is I need. Because the universe says, well, what do you think you should be? What do you want? What do you most desire? it's a co-creative process. But until we're clear, the simple answer is, I don't know. You tell me. Give me some clue. And so when I'm in this state of kind of this heavy push, and it's just, okay, where do I need to be? What do I need to be moving through? If it's something to experience kind of before the people around me may. And I'm not the only one. I could, there's probably many people in this room that are, yeah, I feel it. It's coming. And others going, I don't know what you're talking about. Until it happens. And we're all in this together, So when I'm in this state, it's really just about pulling the energies in. When you feel all the waves of everything else around you, it's about pulling this energy deep within and just clearing what it is to be clearing. What allows my dish, my antenna, to be as unscrambled as possible so that I can get the clear message for what it is that I need to receive for myself. Because honestly, that's a huge concern for me. I love you all, but I gotta figure out, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to work so that I can be in better service to those who might need it when the wave actually does it? When the tsunami of the earthquake of this powerful, beautiful energy happens. And a lot of times that's done in silence. It's just done in the pure place of just being, feeling it, hit you, absorbing it, and flowing it through and allowing it to clear out what it is that needs to be cleared out. So with the practice of something like this, it helps you do that in a very powerful and effective way, I believe. But we're kind of in the calm before the storm for most people right now, so that's kind of what's happening. It's like there's this, for lack of a better word, this kind of weightiness that is here. And it's just kind of pushing through, maybe not gently, but slowly, until the energy builds up so strong that it's like a dam will be released upon the planet, and a gust of wind will come, and people will brace on to the nearest tree or person and go, whoa. And everybody will grab hands and hold on and say, it's okay. Find shelter here, or stand in the middle of the storm and let it cleanse you. Let it clear you out. Be not afraid. It's very exciting. And I think part of it is that it's so new. It's such a new experience for beings on this planet. That's the scary part, It's like, I don't know what it is exactly. I've never really seen it or done it before. So, even though you trust it's going to be awesome, it's still going to be a pretty spectacular event. And it's going to knock some people off their keisters. There are going to be people rolling down the street, literally, trying to cling on, or being washed in the waves. And everything happens for a reason. So the greatest thing that we can do for one another is just continue to remind each other that it's going to be okay. Let go of fear. Let go of worry. this beautiful wave of energy that is coming through. And it's a great time because it's Mardi Gras weekend in many, I guess it's the official weekend this weekend for Mardi Gras, right? I think so, yeah. Which represents, for those who might be interested in it, you know, it's the weekend before Lent, which is just lots of energy just flowing out and crazy debauchery, let it all hang out kind of stuff in a lot of places. Until we go inward, or some people let go of certain things.
All things in moderation, even moderation.
All things in moderation, even moderation. So, wasn't sure what the message would be this morning, but I guess it's get ready. And keep doing what it is that you're doing in order to be ready. And if you're asking for something very specific for your life right now, now is the time to really ask and get ready to receive it. There's still many people that are moving and being placed all around the planet right now in order to support all of this stuff that's changing. And you may be one of them. I may be one. I believe. Being called to do that. And it's exciting and it's scary. But not in a bad way. Cool. So we'll hold the group intention today, preparing for that beautiful wave, that perfect storm of energy that's going to change things and shift things in a very profound and meaningful way. Something that 7 billion souls on this planet have been asking for at some level. We'll move this energy through our bodies, through our form. Through our hearts and through our minds. Flow it beautifully. Get out of the way of it and allow it to do what it does. Heal us in very profound ways. You have a new face? Yes, welcome. What is your name?
Wendy.
Wendy. Glad you're here. Is your first time QiGong?
Yes, I was also moved to Asheville.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
One of our transitioning people. Excellent. Well, we're glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Are you friends with John? That's it. Okay. Next time. Well, good. Well, we'll go through and I'll cover the basics of the class. And actually, since we've got a little bit of a smaller class, I'm going to have you guys move up a little bit so that so the energies can come in. So Bill, if I can have you, would you mind coming up to the front? And then Wendy, I'll have you come over here on this side. And you can move that out of the way. All right, so go ahead and shake out the legs and come to your feet. Where did you move here from? Atlanta. Oh, it's not a whole town, hometown. That's where I'm in from. You. Okay. All right, so are you familiar with the chakras? 7 chakras. So we'll just go over a basic review for ourselves and everyone in the room so that everybody. Chi. What is chi? Energy. Prana. Reiki. life force, working with the three basic forms of chi, the internal, the external, and the universal. The internal is your soul, your life force, your energy, your eternal self being, whatever it is. And I say this, it's like, it's not, Qigong is not a religion, it's not even really a dogma or belief system. However, I do incorporate a spiritual practice with it. So if you are in the belief that all you are is your physical form and there is nothing else, and once it's done, and there's no more you whatsoever, that's fine. You might have a hard time in this class. So to hold us, it doesn't have to be anything specific, but just your energy, your eternal, the thing that goes beyond once you're done with the physical journey. The external energy is everything else. It's the room, it's the lights, it's the air we breathe, the floor we're standing, energy all throughout. Tapping into the largest and most powerful of external energies is the energy of the earth, the Gaia energy, the divine energy. And then the universal energy, which is everything that is supporting that creating the stars, the moons, the planet, us, God, Allah, Buddha, infinite mind, great creator, the Big Bang, whatever you want to refer to that as the highest initiator's power that keeps everything somewhere. So don't need to know how, hardly even need to know why. Just you'll feel the energy in one or a combination of three ways. Heat is the primary. As we tap into the breath, this is also called divine breath form. So we'll be utilizing this breath very, very poignantly, deepening the breath, widening the breath, increasing the breath, both internally and externally. And you'll feel a heating up of the core, perhaps maybe heating up the hands and the feet, which are main and big channels of energy. And you'll be meeting with that. Gong is to move. So this practice goes back about 5,000 or 6,000 years. Over in China, primarily ancient Tibet, Buddhist practice primarily from that. And has only recently come into the mainstream, especially in the Western culture. But even in the Eastern culture, just within the last few hundred years, because Qigong was something that was practiced and passed down from teacher to student, oftentimes one at a time. So for thousands of years, there were very few practitioners, students, maybe a master might take on 2 or 3 at a time. And it took them years before they moved into advanced levels. You have to practice Qigong with another master for 2 or 3 years, maybe 1 full, before you were even getting second form. We'll go through about 4. Things are moving faster in the planet. So it has opened up, and it has been primary belief system that basically it's time for now the planet to understand who and how we are as energetic beings, and how we move this energy, and how we embody this energy. So the second way you'll feel the energy is through vibration. So you may feel some vibrations again in the hands and feet. And we'll work with the 7 chakras. And a chakra is a Sanskrit word. It's a yogic term referring to, it means rotating disc. And so you have 7, and they correlate at the base of the spine is the first, which is located behind the reproductive organ. The second is right here below the belly button, called the sacral chakra. The third is at the solar plexus, so right at the diaphragm. Fourth is at the heart. Fifth is throat. Sixth, third eye. Space right between the eyebrows, slightly above. And the 7th is at the crown. For the purpose of this class, visualize your crown chakra right about where the hairline and forehead would meet. Because when we do a scanning and a processing, it'll start kind of along the front side of the body. So it's supposed to have your hands over your head. And then the third and most important way in starting out is when we pull the chi into our hands, it'll feel like 2 opposite ends of a magnet pushing together. So there is no right or wrong way to do Qigong, but there is a better and best way to do it. So as we move through the forms, if there are some adjustments or some improvements to be made, I will either audibly call attention to those as a group or come to a vision of having challenges. That's really about it. That's the basic concepts of it. Trust the energy flow. Just open yourself up to it, and it does amazing things. You cannot be hurt or injured by this energy, by this chi. But it can affect you physically. So if you feel a little nauseous or a little overwhelmed by the energy, that's fine. I'll be paying attention. If you need to sit down or come down to your mats, relax, or just take a breath, take a little bit of breathing. We do have some water, so if you need water, just raise your hand. We didn't bring your water. So, but other than that, just continue to breathe, and we'll flow this energy through and just allow it. It is part martial art, part meditation, and incredibly healing. I approach it from a physical, emotional, and mental healing. So chi is a mind, body, spirit practice. The mind leads to chi, so there'll be lots of visualizations. You can forget everything that I said, just go with the flow, and I will continue to repeat those things throughout class. All right? Oh, and the only other thing that you'll hear me refer to is a dantian also. The dantian is the Chinese QiGong name for energy center. So chakra or dantian, and your lower dantian is a combination of first and second chakra, so it'll be here, lower dantian. Your middle dantian is a combination of third and fourth, very good, catching on quickly. And the upper dantian combination of fifth, sixth, and seventh. Since we have three left, we'll use those three, and it'll be right here at the third eye. So if I say bring your hands to the upper dantian, it'll be in the middle of the third eye, middle dantian, between the heart and the solar plexus, below the eye. Cool. So, with that being said, let's gong some chi. All right, so feet, you want hip width apart, toes pointed forward. Shoulders relaxed and back. Hands by your side. Gaze is forward, eyes soft or even closed slightly during the initial process. Knees are soft. Be sure not to lock the knees at all during class. In fact, I encourage you never to lock your knees. It cuts off the circulation of both energetic chi as well as physical chi by way of the bloodstream. The pelvis is balanced, neither tucked too far under or back, and the tailbone, the coccyx, is pointed towards the earth slightly, like a pendulum. Take a deep breath in. And release it, exhale out. Breathing is through the nose, mouth is closed. There's a soft space, a gap between the tongue and the roof of the mouth. Take a deep breath in again, breathing into the chest. And release it, breathing out through the nose. Beautiful. And continue the breathing, just getting in touch with our breath. And begin to slow down the breath now as you increase the depth, slow down the pace by closing off the esophagus, kind of like a reverse sigh, breathing in. And as you exhale, holding that restriction on the airway, and slowly connecting and feeling the energy pass over and through the nasal passages and out the nose. The energies are pretty thick and heavy, so we'll probably connect pretty fast today. All right, bring your awareness to your diaphragm. This is this place, your solar plexus. Take a deep inhale, breathing in towards the diaphragm. And as you exhale, release. Pull this energy up and out. Pulling that belly button in towards the spine. Inhale again. Bring your awareness now towards the belly button, the sacral chakra. One step lower, and as you breathe in, increase and relax the stomach muscles, breathing in towards the lower belly. Expanding and allowing the muscles to relax and expand. Pausing for just a brief moment, and as you exhale, tightening up that core, pulling the belly button in towards the spine, and releasing. Relax the muscles and allow it to flow again towards the sacral. And exhale. Bring your awareness now to the root chakra. This root chakra is located behind the reproductive organs at the base of the spine. As you breathe in, see the color red expand. Each chakra has its own associated color and sound, as a matter of fact. And as you exhale, allow this energy now. Visualize the mind leads the chi as this energy expands out towards the hips and down into the pelvis and thighs. Continuing on the breathing pattern of breathing in and down towards the base. And exhale out, releasing the air, but feeling, seeing, sensing the energy flow down. On the next inhale, take a deep breath, increase the light, see the color red expand at the base of the spine. And as you exhale, visualize those roots, like roots of a tree. Beautiful flowering plant. Begin to grow from all sides of each area, all around, and down towards the thighs, into the knees, towards the feet. Take a deep breath in, increasing our awareness and our chi again, and as you exhale now, send that energy down into those roots, feeding into the mat and into the floor, into the space below, into the space below that. Getting the hang of it now, breathing in, breathing down, increase the light, see the color red, and as you exhale now, expend that energy all the way down, thighs, knees, ankles, feet, into the floor, and now penetrating the earth, sending those roots through soil and water. Visualize the center, the moving part, beating, full of life, energy, molten liquid rock flowing all the way through veins, feeding all parts, creating new land masses, recycling them. Inhale deep, increasing the chi one more time, and as you exhale, send all of your internal energy down those roots into the earth and wrap them around the heart center of the body. Feel the connection with the Gaia energy. Feel the love of the Divine Mother. Feel her ability to recycle and renew, as she has done for billions upon billions of years. Take a deep breath in and allow that energy to be received. As you pull it up now, visualize the mind leads the chi. Where the mind goes, the energy flows. Inhale and pull it up, thousands of miles of rocks and soil into the feet, ankles, knees, and rising into the thighs and the base of the spine. flow. And pull this energy all the way up to the crown, and then we'll extend it and do our tethering process then. So, continuing now the breath with each inhale, pulling that energy up from the center of the earth, up from our roots, and we'll bring it up one level each time until we reach the crown and extend that energy into the crown. So exhale out completely. See the color red, see those roots planted in the earth. Inhale and bring your awareness to the sacral chakra just below the belly button. See the color orange as you breathe up and into one level higher. See the color orange expand, and as you exhale, just allow it to go in that state. Bring your awareness to the solar plexus, the place at the diaphragm right below the heart. See the color yellow as you inhale deep, breathing up and breathing out through the legs, up the root, up the sacral, and into the solar plexus, the third level. Release it and let it flow. Awareness now in the heart chakra. Exhale out. Inhale up. See the color green expand out towards shoulders. As you exhale, allow it. Just vibrate through. Open up. Washing through windows and doors. Inhale again, awareness on the throat. See the color blue. Breathe into the throat chakra. I call this the blue-headed stepchild, the one that's most forgotten. The one most powerful in terms of creating that experience. Allow it to flow through in and out. Third eye, see the color violet. On your next inhale, breathe it up all the way from the base of the roots, all the way from the center of the earth into the third eye. The space between the eyebrows and slightly above it out. See a room full of room. See it open up. And as you exhale, release it. Awareness now on the crown chakra. See the color white. Crystalline and iridescent, composing of every color there is in the known universe and those of the unknown. Breathe up all the way from the base. As you inhale, rise this energy into the crown. See this light expand. And as you exhale, extend this light like a beam of light towards the sea. Extending this internal energy combined with this external energy and flowing it into the universal energy. Deep breath in, continuing the process as we inhale, rise, running through the 7-point system, and as you exhale, extend this light now up through the ceiling, through the roof, into the space above this building, into the sky above that. Feel yourself extend and expand further and higher, deeper and richer. Knees soft, shoulders relaxed, hands relaxed, everything just going with the flow. Breathe in, breathe up, one more time. Increase the light, turning up the dimmer switch on that crown chakra. Put it all the way to high now, and as you exhale, release and send that beam of light into farthest reaches of the known universe. See a star, see a pinpoint of light on the farthest edge. See it in your mind's eye. As you connect, sending this beam of light from the crown of your head to that star, you connect with your higher self. The part of you that is connected to all things. Feel the connection Source Creator, calling this energy into this practice, being acknowledged by yourself and the greater beings beyond. Breathe in and allow this energy to be received as waves, as pulses of energy, of light, down that beam, down that shaft towards your crown. And allow it to flow into and down towards and through the upper chakras into the heart. Feel these powerful vibrations. We call this grounding and tethering. It is the most important part of the Qigong, in my personal opinion, because it's when we tap into this flow of energy, when we unite our internal, external, and universal sources of energy, that's when we begin to move and affect change in what it is that we're wanting. It is a major part of the creative process and the healing process. So bring your awareness now to crown and to the root at the same time. See the colors red and white. Exhale out completely. Bring your full awareness to your heart chakra. As you breathe in, rise this energy up from the root and down from the crown, passing through second and third, and down through sixth and fifth, into the fourth chakra, into the heart. See the color green expand. Feel the energies mix and mingle. Combination of yin and yang energies. And as you exhale, expend this energy, extend it out towards shoulders, elbows, wrists, and hands. Flowing this energy now down towards the major channels and meridians of the hand. Inhale again, pulling this energy up and down from root to crown. Slowly open your eyes, and as you exhale, send that energy out through the arms, shoulders, elbows, wrists, and hands, and bring your hands together to a palm-to-palm connection. Out in front of you, eyes open, gaze forward. Good. Expand, pulling on this energy like a piece of dough, pulling between the hands. And as you exhale now, send that energy down from the heart chakra towards the middle space between. Again, inhale out. Slow and with intention. Exhale, press. Building up this chi between the spaces in the hands, open up the elbows. Relax the shoulders. Good. One more time, inhale out. Exhale, press. Press on chi. Bounce the hands slightly, maybe just about an inch or so between. And looking for now, pressing for and feeling, looking for the invisible edge of an invisible rubber ball. And press. Press on chi. When you feel what you're looking for, you may be feeling the vibrations, you may be feeling the heat in the hands, but you're looking for what feels like two opposite ends of the magnet pressing together. And when you get that edge, go ahead and bring the bouncing even smaller still and press, squeeze. Squeeze with your mind. Pumping up that energy, building up that chi. Good. Let's expand one more time out. Go ahead and create your intention here, your personal intention, why it is that you're here on a Friday for practice. Ask for what it is you're wanting to receive. I'm going to say, if you don't know what it is, that's okay too. If you don't know why you're here specifically, you can always say, I'm here to receive whatever it is that I'm here to receive for my greatest and highest good. However, I put a nice little clause on that one. careful what you ask for. That's a pretty big ask. It can be pretty powerful stuff, but sometimes it's the only thing. Sometimes it's, I don't know what I'm here. Just give it to me. Give me what I need to get. But when we work within that realm of total trust and allowing, just be prepared. You may just get what it is you're asking for. It may not be what you expect, but it will be for your greatest and highest good. Take a deep breath into your words, into your thoughts. As specific as a general as they may be, and as you exhale, drop those words and those thoughts down through the third eye, throat, into the heart. Breathe in, increasing the energy in the heart chakra. Feel what it feels like to receive. Breathe. Inhale, expand the energy out, breathing up and down from root to crown, and as you exhale, press, now send all of that energy down, shoulders, elbows, wrists, and hands. One more time, inhale. Exhale, press. All right. Bounce on chi, press on chi, just connect with that chi ball a little bit more now, setting your intention. Separate the chi into two beautiful halves, starting with sun salutations as we always do. Separate the chi into two beautiful balls, bring them down to the side, elbows out, shoulders relaxed, knees soft. Exhale out completely. Float the hands up towards the ceiling and slowly inhale, Ujjayi breath, that slow, deep inhale. Feel the weight of this energy as you pull it up about 2/3 of the way. Exhale now, release chin and chest towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Begin to inhale, bring it back in, pulling the hands up, gaze forward. Imagine that sun above the head, pull it down towards the crown. Crown chakra right about where the hairline, forehead meet. Turn the hands 45 degrees in towards the body. Take a deep breath in, relax the shoulders. Exhale, release. Flow this energy now through each layer. Imagine those balls of light now turning into beautiful shower heads, streaming out white, beautiful light through the hands. Adjust the wrists slightly so that they stay 45 degrees at your body as you flow this energy through. It's like clearing out, washing out. Remember those roots you planted. Send all that no longer serves, releasing any old energies, any constrictive energies, any nasty, ucky energies down and out. Float the hands around, back to the side. Good. All those out and round. These with feet firmly planted. Palms up. Let's continue on. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release, chin and chest, sky, knees soft. Flow it out. Inhale, bring it back in, hands up towards the crown. Above the crown, reach for that sun. Begin the exhale as you pull it down. Balls of light turn into shower heads. Streams of energy flowing through. Crown chakra. Third eye and throat, coming into the heart. Take a second breath at the heart if you need to. Deep inhale. Exhale, release. Flowing this energy down through the lower chakras. Third. Second. First. Flow it out. Let go of what no longer serves down that root system, out and around. Continuing now on the breath. No pauses. Hands up. Exhale, out, release, chin and chest to sky. Inhale, pull it back in, chin level with the floor. Exhale as you bring it down, relax the shoulders. Point those hands inward, looking great. and flow it through. Beautiful. Really now sending this energy down and through. Each level. Wash it out and around, down into the earth to be recycled and renewed. Continuing on, let's do it 3 more times. Hands up. Inhale, rise. Exhale out. Hands come down just below the chest level, not all the way to the sides. And then just pausing for a moment before you inhale, pull it back in. The more you let go, the more you let in. So now we let the letting in process begin. Feel the vibrational energy begin to flow through. Physical form of muscles, nervous system, blood system, cardiovascular. Increasing the chi each time. Flow it down all the way into knees, feet, toes. Letting go, releasing, hands up, inhale, rise. 2 more times. Exhale, expand. Inhale, bring it back in. Grab that sun, pull it down towards the crown. And now flow it through organs, brain, eyes, tongue, heart. Clearing out liver and spleen, bladder, stomach and colon, intestines, upper and lower. Reproductive organs, release it out one more time, hands out. Exhale out completely, make it your best one yet. Slow and with full intention, inhale, rise. Exhale, release, flow it up and out through that shaft of life. Inhale, pull it back in, chin level full. Grab that sun, pull it down. Taking that second breath at the heart, feeling to, and continue on the exhale to flow through. Come to the tops of the thighs and just pause for a moment here. Point the fingers down and out. Take a deep breath in, breathing in through the crown, down, and as you exhale, send all that energy down. Now the hands washing out beautiful white light all the way through that root system, down the legs, feet, thighs. Sending it into the earth, sending some beautiful white light into the planet as a thank you. And wrap it around. And come to rest position. Just take a couple of breaths here. Release. Bring your hands to a palm-to-palm connection at the lower dantian. Elbows out, shoulders relaxed, knees soft. Fully grounded in the feet, and balance yourself on the center of the feet. So sometimes our weight shifts forward and it shifts back. And just find the middle place. And check that pelvis too to make sure that it's floating central to the body. Go ahead and take a deep breath in, expand this energy out. We'll do 3 or 4 gatherings of new, fresh energy, chi. Exhaling as you send this energy down from the heart into the space between the hands. Inhale again. Breathing up from root and down from crown. Exhale, press. And again, one more time. Inhale out. Exhale. Press on chi. Go ahead and bounce those hands. Just looking for the outer edges of that newly formed chi ball, that fresh chi. Point the fingers out towards the front. Open up the spaces between. Excellent. Beautiful. Alright, let's do some tree form. Imagine you are the tree, roots planted in the earth. Deep, firm, and grounded. Crown of your head reaching up towards the sky. Tall trunk. Hands at the base of the trunk. Point the hands up slightly towards the body. Take a deep exhale. Go ahead and release all. And as you inhale, begin to rise this energy, pulling this energy up from those roots, up through the trunk of your tree. Point the fingers up slightly towards the crown. A nice 45-degree angle. Coming into the third eye, point the hands up and out, fingers towards the sky. Exhale, release. Imagine beautiful branches, tree branches and leaves extending from the crown of the head and out the feet. Begin to pull this energy down, pulling it in through those branches just by pulling those arms down to a T posture, point the palms forward. Inhale now, pull this energy in towards the heart at the top. Coming in right below the throat chakra. Point the hands down slightly. Exhale, press. Flowing this energy now down that trunk of the tree. Flow this beautiful light energy in towards the tops of the thighs. Point the fingers in and out and down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release, and now flow this energy down into that root system. Roots don't only grow down, they grow out. Flowing it, extending the roots out and around. Slightly behind you. Bend the knees and take a dip. Now, flow this energy. Mind leads the chi, not a whole lot of physical movement, just flowing as we rise this energy up and bring it into the base at the root chakra again, wrapping this hands around. Good. Exhale out completely. Begin to rise again. Inhale, pull this energy up the legs into the core. The intention is one long, deep inhale. When we reach the third eye, we pause, point the hands up and out. Now we begin the long exhale out. Fully extend those branches up towards the sky. Begin to pull down that energy. Pulling it into the arms, pulling it in through the crown. Point the palms forward. Begin to inhale now as you breathe this energy in towards the middle dantian, the space between, actually like right below the collar. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Flowing this energy down towards the tops of the root system. Point the fingers down and out, 45 degrees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release, and flow it now down the legs, thighs, into the feet. Flow it out. Extending the roots even further into the roots of others. Slightly behind, bend the knees. Rise it up. Commanding this energy up that root system. Wrap the hands around like a beautiful blanket towards the root. And let's continue on the breath and rise it up. Passing through the third eye, hands up and out. Exhale, extend. Pause here, another 1,000 branches towards the sky. Begin to drop the hands down, pulling this energy in through the arms and down the crown. Point the palms forward, continuing on the breath. Inhale, flowing. Exhale to center. Down the trunk of the tree to the tops of the roots at the base of the tree. Point the fingers down and out. Take a deep inhale. Exhale now, release and flow this energy, releasing, letting go. Down, further out. Wrap it behind you. Bend the knees. Slow. Point the palms up in command. Pull this energy, wrap the hands around. And continue down. Inhale up. Just a couple more times. Lift them at the third eye, palms out, fingers up, exhale, release. Another inch or two towards the sky. Begin to pull it down as you pull it in towards the heart. Palms forward. Inhale. Receive. Exhale, release. Roots feed branches, branches feed roots. Fingers down and out, 45, inhale deep, exhale, release, and send all this energy down. Flow it out. Reach it down. And release. Scoop it. Wrap it around like this. Let's do it one more time. Inhale up. Third eye, expand. Begin to pull it down. Mind leaves the chi. Mind stays out of way of chi. Inhale, bring it. Exhale, rest. Tops of the roots. Inhale deep. Spread those fingers out. Exhale, release. And out and down. Very well. And behind. And one more time, dipping into and pulling it. Wrap the hands around to a palm-to-palm connection. Relaxed shoulders. And see if you can feel the energy to continue to flow up and down when you are doing nothing but standing still. Just a little breath. Earth, breath, four. Oh, I've done this yet. We'll find out. I think I might have done it maybe that once. Yeah, good idea. Do you have some water? Go ahead and take a drink. How are you doing, Wendy? Feeling good? Okay. Actually, if you want to, there's a glass on the shelf in the kitchen, and there's a water bottle back there. So why don't you grab some? Especially good to drink water when we're doing detoxification cleansing forms, which both sun salutation and tree form are, because we're flowing that energy through the center core of our system. So we're literally running that energy through physical form, which is a little bit different than balance forms, which we'll have balance form. We always incorporate a balance form, a cleansing form, salutation form, and then a gratitude form. So that's kind of the basic makeup of this form of Qigong. Good. So come back to center. Feet, check your feet stance. Make sure your toes are kind of pointed forward again. Sometimes they shift left, right, go pigeon, go splay. So just a nice solid stance. Knees soft. Hips relaxed. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze up the shoulders. Exhale, release. Go ahead and round out the elbows and bring those palms, fingers open, hands by your thighs. Gaze as well. All right. Bring your hands together again to a palm-to-palm connection at the lower dantian, the space between the middle of the first and second. Let's go ahead and expand out, build up some new chi. Inhale. Breathing up and down from root and crown as you exhale, sending it through the heart, down the arms. Again, inhale. Exhale, press. And one more time, inhale. Coming to that 5 to 6 inches apart, press on chi. Point the palms down towards the earth. Fingers are open and wide. And we're just going to begin breathing. The inhale is bringing the hands in, and it's like arching the hands inward towards the body, so pointing the palms in towards the lower dantian. Good. As you exhale, round the hands out and flow them forward so that the hands are pointing down and out 45 degrees here at the lower dantian. Good. Inhale again, pulling this energy in, pointing in towards the body. Exhale, release. Exhaling. Pausing just for a millisecond. Inhale again, deep. Rise it up into the middle dantian. This is very similar to waveform, but we're breathing earth energy. Exhale, point the fingers down and out. Float the palms forward. Inhale again towards the heart. Palms in. Exhale, press, rounding those fingers. It's like your hands are going underneath a rounded bowl. Good. And inhale one more time. Rise it up into the third eye and upper dantian. Exhale, release. Hands up and out, 45. Inhale again, rounding out. Third eye. Exhale out. And one more time, inhale. Breathing into the third eye and breathing out through the third eye. And one more time in. Float the hands up. And just spin the hands as you come down, kind of like a reverse tornado flow. Pulling this energy into each layer. Ideally, yes. But that's a long exhale. So just inhale on the out, exhale on the in. Just breathe naturally. Float it down and come back into a palm-to-palm connection at the root chakra, right below that. So 5 or 6, 7 times. 5 or 6 more. Good. Put the palms down towards the earth, slightly in towards the body. Take a deep breath in. Begin the process again. Exhale out. Connecting with that earth energy, pulling the energy in and up through the roots. Exhale out, release it. Inhale again, float it in. Exhale out. Inhale now up to the middle dantian. Right below the heart. Exhale, point the fingers forward. Inhale. Full body breathing. Inhale. Breathing all the way up from the roots as you breathe it in. And exhale, releasing this energy out through the palms of the hands out in front of you. Good. Inhale again, one more time. Bring it up to third eye. All the way up from the roots. Exhale, release, and send this energy up and out. 45. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale one more time. Deep from the roots into the third eye. As you exhale, release it one more time out. Now, inhale deep. Rise it all the way into the crown. And begin to exhale as you flow it down. Circular fashion. Let's just do the 3 dantians. Upper, middle. Float the hands down now to the lower. Continuing on the breath, deep inhale, palms towards the earth, rise it up the roots, inhale deep. Looking great. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale, curve it out, wash it, flow it out. And breathing with the earth. Inhale, rise it, let my exhale, steady. Exhale, release. Now, inhale deep, rising into the middle dantian. Good. Now, exhale. 3 times. 1, 2. Pulling this energy all the way up from the roots. And releasing it out through the middle dantian, solar plexus and heart. Inhale again, rise it up into the third eye, middle, or upper dantian. Exhale, release. Palms up and out, 45. Flipping that wrist, just rotating that wrist. Good. Inhale again. Exhale out. Inhale, now rise deep all the way from the roots into the upper chakras and the crowns and float the hands around. Upper dantian, float it. Drop down to middle. And back down to the lower. Let's do it one more time. Palms towards the earth. Inhale. Breathe. Exhale, release. And again. And inhale, rise it up through the roots into the middle. Exhale, release. Palms forward, 90 degrees, straight up. Curve it back. Exhale. Imagine lungs expanding and contracting, like the whole body is like just one big lung. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Two. And inhale, rise, pull it all the way up from the toes into the crown, and blow it down. One, two, and back towards you. Good. Come to a palm to palm. Begin to connect the fingers, the tips of the fingers, one by one, and the thumb coming into prayer hands. Pull the hands together. Flip the hands up to the heart, and then we're going to close with lotus form. Inhale, rise. Separate pinky, middle, pointer, thumb, one at a time, palms towards the sky. Opening up 1,000 petals. Rotating at the shoulders as we float the hands down towards the earth. Put the palms in, elbows in. Closing up those petals. Connecting the fingertips together. Pausing on the breath as you flip up. Begin the inhale. Pinky, middle, pointer, thumb, palms out, fingers spread wide open. slowly release. Giving up our gratitude for the practice. Both palms in, elbows in. Continuing on the breath. Inhale out. One finger at a time, and exhale, release. Om Mani Padme. Palms in, elbows in. And again. Pinky, middle, pointing thumb. Exhale. Open. Palms in, elbows in. One more time. Come to the palm-to-palm connection and begin to rotate those hands back and forth, like beginning to mold a meatball. Bring these energies down to a tiny seed. Imagine a walnut or a pecan, apple, pomegranate or mustard. Just compressing the energy of intention and of our practice down to something we'll plant for future growth. When you get it down to the size, if you like, just hold it one hand over the other. Take a deep breath, take the top hand and place it under the bottom. Holding this beautiful seed for future growth. Point palms in towards the sacral. Take a deep breath in, exhale, press. Release it. Allow it to germinate and take root. Our practice never ends. Take a deep breath and float up and around, tiny circle around the sacral. 2 bigger each time. We'll do this 9 times. 3, 4, 5, coming up towards the throat. Off the body and into the third eye and down the lung. 7. Big now into the upper chakras. Pausing at the base. Reverse flow, big to small. 9, 8, 7, 6. Smaller still now. 5. Reconnecting around 4. Coming towards the belly button. 3, 2. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Release the hands, shake it out. Woo. Break your stance, knee to pop the ankles and toes. we have come towards the final end of our practice for today. We close with 3 closing breaths. So shake it out. And exhale, inhale, release. Inhale, bring it in. Palms together down to the heart. You may repeat after me with this practice. Oh shoot, I totally lost some energies. With this practice, I heal my body.
I heal my body.
Thank you. Exhale out, release. Whew. Inhale up. With this practice, I empower my mind.
With this practice, I empower my mind.
There we go. And release it. Exhale out. And down. With this practice, I reconnect my heart and soul.
With this practice, I reconnect my heart and soul.
That has never happened to me before. I just totally went off into la la land. This feeling goes so good. So yes, thank you very much. It's a pleasure and an honor to share this practice. The energies are strong with all of you all and on planet right now. So I honor you being here, and I honor you sharing the practice with me. I hope that you will again. I appreciate your support. Take a deep breath, drink lots of water. Have fun this weekend.